सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, Mahayogi Swami Umanand Saraswati ki jai. Management principles have been appreciated by a lot of people about Bhagwadgeeta. Yes, it's important. We need to manage our lives and situations. So we have talked about 6 chapters. Those who wish to look into it can hear the earlier one. We will load it along with this. Now we go to the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We had 6 chapters. We wanted a trained mind to make a quick decision. And the 7th chapter says, what if the mind is not trained? If the mind is not trained and it is in a deluded state, then person gets physically tired, mentally exhausted, and intellectually drained out. He gets drained out. He is unable to meet the situations. So remember, a deluded state for a long time can exhaust us. That is chapter 7. Then you come to chapter 8. What does chapter 8 say? That there are 3 factors which work hand in hand together for any situation to become successful. The 3 factors are Jeev, Jagat and Jagadishwar. Jeev is individual human, you and me. Jagat is everybody around you, everyone, the entire world around you, in whichever form. Jagat, and Jagadishwar is the unseen element, unseen person. Now I'll give you a small example. If I need a job, then I have to go to a person who has a job to offer. So I am Jeev, the person who's offering me the job is Jagat, and now for me to meet that person, some destiny has to step in, intervene. That unseen destiny is whom we call the let's say God or Spirit or Jagadishwar. So these 3 elements go hand in hand. And the moment you have faith that there is a third element, it is going to step in, it is going to intervene. So what we need is faith to tap the third force, the unseen force. Now you can apply it to any situation in your factories and or your companies or life, whatever it is. You may be in the some corner of a street on the roads, and you are stay as all by yourself, and you need some vehicle or transport to take you across. Then suddenly you will see that the transport comes. Now you are Jeev, he is Jagat. And for him to go right to the destiny where you want to go, a third intervening factor needs to come in and say, all right, I'll take you. Otherwise he will say, no, you go this way, I'm going that way. So you can let the transport, you will miss out on it. So everywhere, that for the harmony to have between Jeev and Jagat, an unseen element comes in to intervene. And that is a spirit element, or we call it God. Let's say it's now you try and define it the way you want, just a rough idea of what for this the faith element is required. Now if you have faith, you can tap this unseen element, has to be tapped. It's not there. Now for us also to seen element, even if I need water, I have to go and get the water. So there is some sort of a getting of it. It is available. Similarly, this unseen element is available. You need to tap it, and you tap it with the help of some sort of an appeal or prayer or whatever you call. So this faith element steps in when it comes to understanding this management principles of life. And then you have the 10th. Now in 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he has stated umpteen forms in which he can be seen. Umpteen forms, and he says, I exist in all these forms. Now if you look at these forms, you will realize that they are mostly to do with the virtues and the abilities and the outstanding powers. Let's say you have physical strength. If there is someone with the strength, all right, then there might be a divinity factor in that. Or there might be a compassionate person. Yes, that's a divinity factor. So all these qualities and the virtues which are there, yes, God says, I dwell in all of them, And whenever they are rightly applied, he has given 75 names in chapter 10, but they are much more. Later he tells that I am universally available. But still, we should get focused and understand that He is available in anybody around who can help us intervene the situation with kindness, with strength, with ability, with grace, whatever you call it. One can step in with the help of money, or one can step in with intelligence, one can step in with kindness, compassion. So you state, and that is the man, the world inside is a complete sort of a storehouse of God, and who can take any form and intervene a situation to help you to manage the situation. Now, this is the 10th chapter. Then, for the 11th one, for us, faith is necessary, yes, but faith will help him to step in. But you need something more to see him. Now, that unseen factor has to be seen by us also. And for that, we need a different type of vision, a different type of capacity to see. So the normal eyes may not be able to realize. So then insight is what we say. So for a divine insight, you need to be blessed. So 11th chapter tells you, all right, you need to see the Spirit in a day-to-day life, intervening in your life and making it more beautiful. Every time you smile, every time you feel you have succeeded, every time you feel that there is something right has happened and somebody around has stepped in, don't forget it could be the grace hand of God. Grace hand of God. So that is how Indian philosophy trains you to see God in every situation all around you. Then in the 12th chapter, this tells whom He, the Lord, prefers. Now there is this element, now He will come in. The intervening factor is now going to come in with His own choice. So He will step in, provided the devotee or provided the jiva has got a drawing capacity. He should have the capacity to bring the intervening factor in his life. So that capacity is considered to be a capacity in a devotee, a man of faith, a man of faith. So these are again simple 6 chapters which give you another little dimension to our managing of life. Now I'll quickly try and see we can summarize it within this video. First is dilemma, do or not to do. Second is do something which is good, which has a lasting effect for a betterment of mankind. Third, do it as per your ability. Fourth, you do it religiously, righteously, with your heart and soul in it. Fifth, you have to go by your right and wrong instead of like and dislike. Sixth, have a trained mind to make quick decisions about choosing. Then seventh, if the mind is not trained, you are going to get exhausted. Then eighth, there are only you are not responsible. The credit of having success in life has to be shared by 3 people, Jeev, Jagat and Jagadishwar. Ninth, that faith element will help you to see this third element or tap that energy, or you call it whatever you want, we call it God. Then 10th, He is available in any form. He can take any form which is all around you, and He comes in, steps in with a form which has some quality which is required there and then at the situation. For example, even in a factory, you need somebody with intelligence to step in and deal with it. A person will come. You invite the person or the person comes. So that invitation capacity has to be there in you. So only if you know how to invite, the ultimate power steps in. For that to be seen, you need divine insight. All right, friends, I have quickly summarized 12 chapters for management principles in Bhagwadgeeta. Let me know how you like it. Yes, thank you. This is Swami Radhikanand from Pune.